wait and see until at least one person comes in. For those of you watching on a replay, got some wizards up. I think these two are polybagged, and these two are not. I'll just go ahead and start with the trades then. We've got, I stopped at the library. They had a bunch of stuff ready for me to pick up. This is the Amazing Mary Jane, 1 through 5. Hey, Evil. Picked up Punisher from 2016. This is 218 through 223. Frank Castle War Machine. Hey, Gary. Picked up a Captain America, Captain of Nothing, 7 through 12 of the 2018 run. Picked up a Spider-Gwen, 9 through 13. I stopped by the library today and the LCS. Spider-Girl. This has the What If issue 105 from 1989, and from Spider-Girl 1998, 1 through 15, the half issue and the annual from 99. It's thicker than the other ones. Yeah, I figured I'd change things up, do a live. We've got Old Man Hawkeye. This is 1 through 6. There's a What If, A versus X. I never read A versus X or A plus X. I think, not sure which one came before which, but it's 1 through 4. And then finally, I can't say the full name of this because YouTube will come after me, but Son of, you can see what it says there. This is, who published this? Let's see. Image Comics. Not sure if this came out straight as a graphic novel or if it collects a run. Doesn't really say it on here. But that was it for the library stuff. And if you didn't see the first ones, no, I can't say it. YouTube's algorithm will find it and then do bad things to my channel. At the very least, it'll make this live stream disappear. Certain words you can't say. Stuff related to the illness that's going around the world and stuff like that. What can you say? Big tech loves censorship. Okay, now for the books I picked up. I saw this laying there in the indie back issue stuff, and the name triggered something in my head. I've seen it on Key Collector, so I went ahead and picked it up. It's not a big thing. I think it won like 1 or 2 Eisner Awards. This is Concrete #1, Dark Horse. So used to holding it up here, but it's more natural for me to do it this way. These two, this issue 4 and issue 5 of Avengers Initiative, it has the World War Hulk tie-in. Now, this has a little cameo of Typhoid Mary. She becomes another character. They change her. And here's 5. And this is the full first appearance of her as that character. I forget the name of it. Is it up here? Yeah, Gary, YouTube algorithms, certain things, and they add certain words every day. Okay, this is an achievement. Since it's live, I can't do the little sound or anything. But Daredevil, the Man Without Fear, number 2. And number 3 completes my run. I had 1 and 4. And these are just like the other ones, and shiny embossed, slightly embossed. A main event. I went through my library stuff and showed Typhoid Mary stuff when she becomes another character. The name is escaping me right now. And Concrete, which won one or two Eisner Awards. Electra Saga number 3. Now I think I'm 1 issue away from completing this one. Yep, Frank Miller. Now these are going to be a lot of like store exclusives and stuff. Gary, you're going to be interested in these. Black Cat number 1. This is a golden apple cover. Yeah, my LCS has been steadily getting so some guy's been selling his collection, and he's been a big freak on buying all of the store exclusive stuff and the Virgins and the signed, J. Scott, Unknown, all kinds of stuff. So the LCS is now just littered with these things. Yeah, I never saw this cover either. And since that's number 1, let's go to another number 1. They had the Virgin of this, but I didn't want to spend the money for the Virgin. Because when I get Virgins, I like to get them signed and slabbed. It's just my thing. So I went ahead and got the trade dress. This is a Comics Exposure variant. Black Cat number 1 in the tub. Don't worry, Gary B. There's more Black Cat. I got a Frankie's Comics exclusive. Trade dress number 2. This seems more like the video game style of her. Hi, Weiways. Yeah, almost down to the end. This is going to be a quick live stream. Just like my videos. It's very tight and concise. We got Venom 160. This is a Holy Grail variant. And I just noticed this. It doesn't say it in here. I don't want to say it. You guys tell me. Is this actually signed by the cover artist? Or was this on the cover along with his regular cover signature that's always printed on there? This is Venom 160 Perillo, Holy Grail variant. And it's really hard to see, but is that signed by Perillo? You see his signature there. I didn't even notice this when I picked it up and bought it. You guys let me know. Hey, Alex Big Blue. That's an actually signed book, right? Yeah. I'm gonna have to contact Brian over at the LCS and ask him about that. Because I got to figure if it was a signed book, they would have had it priced higher, like all the other signed books. I also have to open it up to see maybe if the price was low because maybe it's not in the greatest condition, other than the cover. I have to check that out. Yeah, very cool Venom cover, Alex. I don't remember, ever seeing Black Cat and Venom in the same cover, other than like, Black Cat Venomized stuff. And this is a Virgin. This is a Comic Mint Amazing Spider-Man 7.99. And when I picked this up mainly for one reason. When you watch this on the replay, Underground Thundercat, let me know if you want this. I'll put this in your next box. If not, I'm probably going to get it signed and slabbed. And this is Perillo also. And the last book. And for the people that came in later, I'll go over what I showed before. And you guys, so you don't have to stick around. You guys have been here since the beginning. This is Knights of the Old Republic, #1. Not a big Star Wars guy, but I love Knights of the Old Republic video games 1 and 2 and the MMO. And I'm definitely on the hunt for a first Revan. All right. Go back through what I showed. You want it, Wayways? Which one was that? I didn't catch it when you wrote it. Was that the Star Wars or this one? We got the Venom. Yeah, BioWare was such a great company, and then they just went down, just like CD Projekt Red. BioWare's demise came when EA bought them, and then it all just went down. Was the Black Cat #2? Oh, the ASM, yeah. We got Black Cat 1 in the tub. You know what, Evo? I liked Mass Effect 3. The ending, just like a lot of other people, I really did not like the ending. And when they fixed the ending, it was okay, but I still didn't like it. And Mass Effect Andromeda, I really wanted to get into it, and I tried. It just did not have the same flavor as the original trilogy. There's Black Cat 1, Golden Apple. And we got the Frank Millers. Yeah, Gary. And I heard, what was it, Xbox or Microsoft bought Activision. So I don't know what's going to go on with that. Daredevil Man Without Fear 3 and 2 to complete my 4-issue run. Evil, you know what? I've started up a new game of Witcher 3 again. I must have played that game all the way through 5 times with the expansions. And after watching the series again, it made me nostalgic for it. So I started up a new game. And here is the Avengers Initiative 4 and 5. All right. See you later, main event. Thanks for coming by. And for those of you who didn't see this the first time, Typhoid marries in these. This is where she becomes a new character, and I don't remember the name. So I picked them up. Figure, I don't want to say spec, because there is no Typhoid Mary spec. Maybe before that second season of Iron Fist, but I just picked them up. Maybe they might bring her back for something. And this was the first book I showed, Concrete, winner of 1 or 2 Eisner Awards. So it's just sitting there. So I just picked it up. Dark Horse title. Yeah, Blood and Wine's a great expansion. Definitely a lot. I'd say it's better than the Man of Glass thing. I forget the name of that expansion, because it gave you a whole new area to explore. And it was a much brighter, sunnier place than the dreary world of The Witcher. And let me show you, those of you who weren't here for it, my library trades. Amazing Mary Jane. We got Punisher, War Machine, 218 through 223. We got some Cap, 7 through 12 of the 2018 run. Spider-Gwen, 9 through 13. I have the other ones on hold, and they're shipping them to my library. So I'll sit on this until those get there so I can read it in order. We got Spider-Girl, one of the thicker of the books. We got Old Man Hawkeye. And What If, AVX. And then the book that shall not be named, because I enjoy my channel. See, this is about a rogue British SOE agent. Oh, reveals to a young bakery assistant the true identity of his father, which obviously the title. Based on history's most intriguing rumors. So we'll see about that one. This is actually, not an actual book. So we'll see. All right. See you, Evil. Hey, Switch. You got in right when I was closing up shop. Oh, wait. He started on The Witcher 3 again. That's good. I hope the new Witcher, because they said they're not gonna do Geralt again. I'm guessing it's gonna be like a make your Witcher type of thing. Maybe give him a name like Commander Shepard in the Mass Effect, but you customize him how he looks, or she. Well, there's no. Well, given today's climate, they probably will, let you choose all manner of genders for The Witcher. So who knows? Switch. Got home from work. Yeah, I recently just got home from the gym. Decided to just pop in and do this instead of doing the whole editing thing. Yeah, Ways. They are. They started production on the new Witcher game, I want to say 2020, but with everything that happened, you might as well say they started now. They're still working on Cyberpunk multiplayer, which hasn't come out yet. That's been their main focus. Once that's out, Cyberpunk, that was such a letdown. After all that hype, so many things that they said were going to be in the game and all the videos they made didn't make it into the game. And I have an original Xbox, and I put that in, and it's just you hear the Xbox just screaming, the power pack, and I'll run up to a door, and I'll have to wait 10 seconds for the graphics to pop in and for the actual door to appear for me to open it. And what a crap that turned out to be. The game, the story really had potential, and has, it's a decent story, but everything that happened around the game just destroyed it. Siri, Siri was supposed to have a cameo in Cyberpunk. In the original videos of the previews and the walkthroughs, the what do you call it? The corporate intro. If you chose to be a corpo in your office, you originally you had a big office. You didn't share an office with a guy in a little room. You had your own big office, and I'm sure the videos are still up if you want to go see it. I want to say this was 3 years ago, 4 years ago, when they were showing previews. And on your desk was, a tablet with the cover of a magazine on it. And it was a video game magazine. And it was about this new video game about magic and, swords and all that. And Siri was on the cover. And that was sort of a little, a nod to what Siri talked about in, I want to say, the beginning of the third act, when, I have to say this, spoiler, when Geralt finds her, she talks about going to a world with flying cars and all kinds of stuff like that, which, if you knew they were developing Cyberpunk at the time, your mind automatically went, oh, they're referencing Cyberpunk. Is she going to be in it? And then in the preview, you see on the desk, the tablet, the magazine cover with her on it. And it was a cool little tie-in. But there was a creative director on it that had it in. And then he left, was fired, whatever. Somebody else came in, and they, among the many changes, that was one. He didn't want any references to Witcher. Didn't want the games tied in any way. I thought that, it wasn't a big thing to have it in there, but I thought it was a big mistake. Well, they made many mistakes in that. Anyway, Switch, since you're still here, I'll go over what I picked up. Library trades, Spider-Girl, Old Man Hawkeye, AVX, Son of Man Who Cannot Be Named on YouTube. We got some Cap and Spider-Gwen, some Frank Castle War Machine, and Amazing Mary Jane. And as far as floppies, Wayways, my buddy recently got a PS5. I'll look forward to that, Old Man Hawkeye. See you later, Gary B. And my best friend bought a PS5, and he's playing Cyberpunk. And he says the graphics are good. So that my graphic problem is obviously the old hardware. The old hardware cannot deal with it. I picked up Concrete 1 Switch. I remember that it won like 1 or 2 Eisners, and it was just laying there, so I picked it up. I got some Typhoid Mary books. Switch, do you remember in these titles, she became another character with another name, and I can't remember the name. She briefly pops in 4, and then 5 is the first full appearance of her as the new character. Avengers Initiative. Then I picked these up, Daredevil, Man Without Fear, to fill up my run. Now I have all 4. Achievement unlocked. And the Electro Saga, number 3. And now I'm 1 away from completing this. And then Black Cat, picked up 2 number 1s. Golden Apple and Comics Exposure. Then a number 2. This is Frankie's. Then Venom 160. Is it Siren? I'm going to have to open up Key Collector. Let's see. Mutant Zero. It's Mutant Zero. That's her name. Hey, Switch, I bought this. This is a Holy Grail variant. I didn't realize. Let me see if it'll. Looks like it's autographed. And then I picked up this Comic Mint, $7.99, amazing. And then the last book I picked up today was Knights of the Old Republic, number 1. Not a Star Wars guy, but I love the Old Republic games, 1 and 2, and the MMO. And that was it. So I've been going almost half an hour. It's longer than I ever thought I would go. Guys, thank you for watching. And looks like we got a bot coming in here to spam. But I'll see you later and have a good weekend.